Hello everyone, welcome to lesson 1 of my drawing tutorials. This page here is what you should be able to draw by the end of the lesson. So I'm going to start off by drawing straight lines and showing you some tricks of how to get them straight as possible. Then we'll go into 2-point perspective and how to draw cubes, and then how to do external features like building off that. So let's start with a fresh page. So now I've got a fresh page, I want to do a line from here to over here. So all I want on the page at one time is the base of my hand and the nib of the pen. A lot of people tend to put their elbow down and try and do a straight line, but that's just going to arc round. So with only the base of your hand, it's going to go along the page. So if you draw a little circle there and a dot there, then you can go across the page as straight as you can, and then you can go again, trying to keep the lines parallel like that. So now if you pause this and then just carry on down the page, trying to do as many straight lines as you can. So I'd now like to explain what 2-point perspective is. So a lot of people, to draw this box, they would just draw a square and then build everything off that square. That is the wrong way to do it, because if you look at this, it's not actually a square. That edge there is smaller than that edge there, because everything goes smaller as it gets further away. So a good example is if you look down a street and all the houses get smaller as they go further away. So what you'd like to do with this is start at a central point, and then everything goes out to either a point that side or a point that side. Those are your 2 points of the perspective. So from that central point, you go out at the top to do those top lines. Then you've got a vertical line going down the center, and then you got the bottom lines going out to the same point. So as an example, I'll draw the points where they're going to go out to. They're your imaginary points. You shouldn't really do that. You shouldn't write the points out, but I'm just doing this to explain it better. So that bottom line goes out to that point that starts around about there. And then this point goes to that point with a line that starts about there. Try and make that straighter. Then we've got for vertical lines either side. So this is where you have to try and get it the right ratio of the length of a line. So to me that looks maybe a little bit thin, so you can make it wider. So with this side, I'd have to make that wider than that side, because that's what the box looks like. It's not a perfect square, it's a rectangle extruded down. So I'll do the line from there. Then this top line, that goes to the same point. So I can make it easier by rotating the whole page. So you bring the line down, and then the same the other side. Bring that line down. Then what you'd like to do is the bits that are hidden, so that line and that line, to a central point at the back. So from the top point, bring a line down the center. Then you got your vertical line, and then you've got your last line, which is from that point to that point. And that is your cube in 2-point perspective. So that's your OXO box. So this is an example of a page that I'd like you to hand in. I'd like a minimum of 6 cubes. They could be fat, they could be thin, they could be anything you want really, as long as it fills the whole page. And then one can be highlighted as your best one that you'd like to show off. The way of doing that is just getting a bit of colour and highlighting the edge of it, just on 3 edges. You don't have to go all the way around. And then if you want to go the extra mile as an extension, you can do an external feature like this. So this shows it's just a cube that has been cut out. By adding a bit of colour, you can show what is happening. It is a bit harder to do this, but you just need to keep it going to those 2 points perspective, and all the vertical lines should be vertical with the lines on the outside of the cube. So if you could have a go at that, thank you very much for watching and good luck.